Hey everyone, it's LaDon. I hope you're doing well. Wanted to do my quick check-in for week one of I'm gonna call it the get tight, get right 30-day squat challenge. That sounds good, right? Get tight, get right 30-day squat challenge. All right, so I'm just doing a really quick check-in with you guys, and what I'll do is kind of share with you some of my highs, lows, challenges, tips. And I am inviting each and every one of you to please, please, please leave a comment below and let me know, like, what were your highs? What were your lows? What are your tips? What are you doing? What's really, really helping you to get through the squat challenge? And, if you're facing any challenges, let us know what they are so we can support each other because we're going to finish this thing together, y'all. All right. So I'm just going to start with the thing that surprised me most about this challenge. Okay, one of the things that really surprised me about this challenge is how much I'm really, really enjoying doing the squats. I used to be a person who stayed in the gym 5 to 6 days a week and did weight training on not like Incredible Hulk kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone kind of The Rock kind of weights, but in terms of utilizing them to tone the body and stuff like that. So I used to use them weight machines all the time, and I always stayed away from doing squats. I was never interested in the machine, never interested in doing squats even without weights. So this challenge was really something new and different for me, and I was it kind of I had some level, I guess, not anxiety, but just like drudgery, trying to get through, or I thought it would be like drudgery trying to get through this challenge. But what I learned, like the first day I did the squats, is that I actually really like them. And I'm really surprised to discover like the muscle groups being worked. Like I expected my glutes, to be worked, thigh area and so on and so forth. But I was really surprised to have my lower abdominal muscle area worked, as well as, of course, the really high upper kind of thigh area. Over the last couple of years, I've experienced some challenges with my hip for some reason. I think it has to do with how I've been sleeping and the fact that my lifestyle has become much more sedentary since, I launched my own business. And so most of the work I do at home and I'm seated. And while that used to be the case when I, worked in the corporate sector, I still would, get up and walk around and, you have to go to meetings. And then I also did quite a bit of traveling as well. And then, there's just the getting up to go to work each day and catching the train and walking from the metro to your office. And so, I had that kind of moving going on. Now that I run my own business, I'm much more sedentary in that I'm at my desk most of the day until I go out to my client sites, and then I'm just walking basically from my front door to my car, and then from my car to the building. So much more sedentary, and so I think that's why I've experienced some challenges with my hip, and I have to tell you, the little hip pain I would, feel periodically has completely gone away. And actually, when we had our first rest day, when I start doing squats again, I felt a pinch in my hip. And I was like, okay, I'm going to press through it, press through it, press through it. And I did, and it completely went away, y'all, while I was doing the squats. So I was like, you know what, this is such a godsend, this challenge for me, because I think it's just that activity and my needing to work, those hips and those joints, because when you're much more sedentary and, in terms of your lifestyle, you have to make some changes so that your body still gets what it needs. Biggest challenge is probably on those days where I'm really overwhelmed, like maybe with work, or I have a lot going on, or just cooking and being a mom, or meetings at school, or those kinds of things, and then remembering to do the squats at the end of the night. So because I normally do my squats in the evening, but I think what I'm going to do is switch to doing them in the morning before I go on my morning walk. My biggest tip, y'all, oh my gosh. Okay, first go get a paper and pad. I'll wait. No, I'm for real. Go get a paper and pad. I have to tell you guys that while I'm doing the squat challenge, I'm really working on my smoothie challenge as well. So I'm trying to do my smoothies at least 4 days a week, which I've been pretty good at doing. And although I do the smoothies pretty regularly and I eat pretty well, I don't know what it is, but I sometimes feel like I have like this cloud of, I don't know if it's exhaustion or I don't know. I'm not real sure what it is. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like just a cloud kind of lingering over my head of just exhaustion. So no matter what I'm doing, I feel drained. I feel, tired. Just something going on with me physically. Like there's some nutrient, something I'm not getting. And I tend to think it's always iron because I've always been iron deficient, always been borderline anemic. And I don't like to do the iron supplements because, that give you all kind of other problems that you really don't want to have. So, it's just challenging. But a friend of mine told me to try this powder for my smoothies, and he was like, LaDon, you need to try it. You will feel like you are MJ or Kobe. Ready to play in the championships. You are going to have that much energy. So I was like, for real? And he's like, yes, you need to try it. Put it in your smoothies. So I went out and got it. And what he suggested is this product. It's called, and it didn't have to be this brand, but it's called nutrient-rich Maca powder. It is the superfood of the Incan warriors. And I read that and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that's all about. But I did go to Whole Foods and I purchased some. And let me tell you, I didn't purchase this the first time I went to Whole Foods because you all know I'm cheap, right? Not, I'm not going to say I'm cheap. I am frugal. But you all know that about me. And this container was like $11.99. You get, it's 8 ounces. And actually, you only need like a tablespoon per smoothie. You can also put it in other recipes as well. Like this one has like a guacamole recipe on back. You can put it in other stuff. I'm not sure what else I would put it in because I don't necessarily like the flavor of this. It's very nutty, but not nutty in the way that like roasted flaxseed gel, Lord, roasted flax seeds can be. It's nutty in a different way, and I'm not sure that I'm a real fan of it. So I don't know what else I would put it in. But, oh my God, did this make the difference. The very first smoothie I put this in, I only put a tablespoon of it in. Very first smoothie, I had so much energy. And like that cloud I was telling you about of just exhaustion or something that is, weighs on me, completely lifted. Completely lifted and has been gone. I have used this, I want to say every day, but maybe it's been like, every 3 days and then I'll skip a day and then, every 3 days again and I'll skip a day, that kind of deal. But I have used it and, oh my God, this is like truly a godsend. I have so much energy. I have so much more like mental clarity. Because when you have that kind of exhaustion weighing on you, it dulls kind of that, of your just clarity and your ability to kind of focus as much as you'd like to be able to focus. And I have so much energy. So that's one of the benefits. I'm going to read what it says about this on the back. I'm sorry this video is longer than I intended, but I really want you guys to try this, especially, oh my God, if you have issues with like strength or endurance or exhaustion. This is, oh my God, it's a godsend. Like seriously. Oh, I feel like I'm sounding like a nut, but it really is. But okay, so this is maca is a root vegetable and it's grown in the Peruvian Andes. And this is something that warriors would consume before going on long journeys and before going into battle. You can add it to sweet and savory dishes and any recipe you might want to put it in. It suggests that you use a tablespoon of it in your smoothies, and again, try it in any of your favorite recipes. This contains fiber, which is good for your digestive system. It contains potassium, which is really great in muscle repair and growth. It contains iron, and it contains trace minerals. Oh my God, and the other side effect is that it is an aphrodisiac. So it's so funny because I did the research on this before I actually purchased it because I want to know what I'm putting in my body. And the Ican warriors would eat lots of it and incorporate it into their diet before they were going into battle or before they would go on long journeys, but they wouldn't use it kind of on a day-to-day because of because I guess I don't know if they were supposed to be celibate. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know what? And it was probably because there were only men around if they're warriors. It kicks up your libido like into high gear. So now I understand even more. Like, because I was like, well, why wouldn't they want their libido, enhanced? Men are usually like all over that, right? But if they're warriors and so they're around men most of the time, they may have wanted to curb that. So maybe that was why. But yeah, so if, your libido is low, they also suggest maca powder as a natural remedy to enhance it. But, I can just say the endurance, the strength, the energy is like no other vitamin, no other smoothie, no other diet. And I've done like Daniel's fast and all of that. So yeah, I'm touting this, you guys. All right, so I guess that's it. I have not done any weighing of myself really. I probably won't do that till next week. And I haven't taken my measurements yet. I think I'm going to take my measurements this weekend, and then I will probably in 2 weeks take my measurements again. But I have noticed, even though it's been a short period of time, that my clothes are fitting me different, and I like that, and I just feel really good during the squat challenge. So that's it. That's kind of where I am. I hope the challenge is going well for you. Let me know what's going well for you. You guys see how crazy I got over the maca powder. What are you crazy about? What new tip or what did you discover that has you really, really excited and borderline crazy like I am over this stuff? What were your highs, lows, all that good stuff? Let me know what's going on, because I'm nosy like that. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and I am looking forward to week 2. I'm looking forward to reading all your comments, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the Facebook page, on Instagram, and then seeing your comments here. And also I should tell you, I will be uploading my meal plan. That's another thing. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I'll put it on the blog. So I'm going to share with you guys what a typical breakfast, lunch, dinner has looked like for me. And that may be why I've seen some changes kind of in how my clothes have been fitting and stuff like that. If you follow me on Instagram, I think I've taken photographs of some of the meals I had. I did a really excellent, oh my God, seafood pot the other day with my daughter. It was so good, y'all. But I'll share those recipes and kind of what my plan looks like. And so I will also upload some images of various forms of squats for those of you who are interested in maybe mixing it up a little bit and doing maybe some regular squats, but then throwing in some that may be a little bit more challenging or work some other areas of your body. While you're accomplishing your squats as well. So I will definitely put that up on the blog, so be sure to check the blog. And I think that's about it. So I look forward to reading your comments. Don't forget, leave a comment below. Share this video with, your friends. If you have anyone who you think might be interested in joining us, they can join, whenever they like, and just start at day 1 and keep moving forward through there, all right? So I guess I will see you guys later. I can't wait till next week, and I can't wait to read your comments about this past week. Take care, guys. Bye.